And welcome back to more of the original Metroid podcast.
Yes, we are back with more action, more, well, Metroid hell.
And hopefully less issues.
Yes, hopefully my recording things don't get all stupid and screwy. But yep, last time we were running around on Bridstar, now we're at Norfair. Welcome to Norfair. This place sucks. There's a lot of lava, a lot of fireballs, a lot of enemy bullshit. It's a great place to die. Also, just something to note about the limitation of this game. The damage you take from enemies is based off the region you're in. You take 8 damage from every enemy in Bridstar, 10 damage from every enemy in Norfair. But since I have the various suit, that damage is halved, thankfully. So yeah, if you did that little glitch I did last episode to get this various suit early, you will be very grateful that you did. Because this place sucks. I should probably get to the pickups as well. You have, what is it? The energy balls will fill you either 5 or 20 HP. And the missiles you grab will fill your missiles by 2. Not very helpful, especially when you have a lot of them, but, well, at least you can heal them.
Hey, sometimes every bit helps.
Yeah, that is true. And they give you 5 missiles with every missile expansion, because that expands your missiles by 5. And I may as well go over it now. In case you don't know what those squares are, those are your energy tanks. It basically has your energy wrap around. If it goes below 100, one of those squares is gone. So I have 238 energy.
Woo.
Yeah, which, trust me, you're gonna need all the energy you can get. Although you don't need to get every energy tank. But I'll go into that later. Because that's stupid!
Oh, I think I remember what you're talking about now. Oh my god, yeah.
And don't worry, I think once we get past Ridley, you'll see it, if I recall.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Then again, there's reasons why I rank this as my worst Metroid game. Then again, it should be pretty obvious, although I think the bottom 4 of the whole series are really obvious to most players. That'll be Metroid 1, Metroid 2, Metroid Other M, and Metroid Prime Hunters. They all have their reasons. The first one because it's archaic. The second one, it's hard to get around, but it works better than this game at least. Other M exists, and Metroid Prime Hunters...
What?
Oh, yes?
I was gonna say, well, isn't it Other M just basically the only reason it's because of the story? Isn't the gameplay's okay?
Yeah, I like the gameplay, although Koji says that it's a little awkward the way it works, which, yeah, there's a first-person to third-person switching mechanic, which basically resorts from you holding the Wii Remote sideways to pointing it at the screen to switch to first person. That transition can be awkward. He also doesn't like that there's no true 3D movement when it's a 3D game, because you can only play with the Wii Remote. That's not as big of a gripe for me, but, you know. I do like the gameplay, but... oh, the story of the characters can kiss my ass! Ooh. They're bad. I know Koji said once he gets past Prime 3, we might get to that someday! Oh, boy.
Oh boy, my tin hands can't wait!
Oh, yeah. It's gonna be a grand old time. We can make it worse and play through hard mode that has no power-ups. So to play through as, well, minus the upgrades you need, of course. You don't get any energy tanks or missile upgrades. You play at base Samus the entire game. Basically, end game, a lot of enemies can one-shot you. It sucks. But you get to experience the whole game without having to worry about power-up hunting if you prefer it that way. Just prepare to die a lot. Oh yeah, I got the high jump boots. Tunnel under here once you get that. And hey, now because a real power-up hunt. It sucks down here, I'll just say this. This is a good place for people to rage quit. I'll just say that right now. If something happens, you might rage quit in this one.
Okay then.
It's more because of the environment. And the other bad Metroid game is that's Prime Hunters, the DS one, which I think I remember. I think in the Community Lounge long ago, I did have you try to play that once.
I think so. I don't remember.
I remember
honestly.
you gave up when you were fighting the boss. I was like, you know what? I can't blame him. Because, well, Prime Hunters is basically extremely formulaic and, well, its controls were awkward. Like, you remember how Kid Icarus Uprising controlled, right?
I know of it. I've never experienced it myself.
Oh, you never played it. Oh. Well, then, yeah, it's probably hard to buy a good copy now if you don't want to go digital.
I did hear the infamy that is how that controls.
I never had a problem with the way Kid Icarus Uprising controls, but it can be awkward. It's more of the hand pains. Basically, Prime Hunters, very similar, probably a bit worse. Because one of the options is to use the touchscreen to aim, which also requires you to double tap the touchscreen to jump while moving with the other buttons. It can get painful. That's why the other control option is dual hand mode, to move with one set of buttons and look around the other set of buttons, but it's not as accurate. So yeah, those four are probably the worst Metroid games there are. So, you know, if you're not a big fan of those ones, I can understand why. Yet I'm still willing to play all of them, because I'm a monster. And no, I'm not planning on doing a replay of Other M for my channel. Fuck that shit. It's weird. I had a lot of people watching a lot of my Metroid stuff recently. Like, it seems like I'll notice one person goes through a lot of my Metroid playthroughs. 1 out of every 3 of them will check out Other M. It's like, they must be the diehard fans. And they know that game's a bunch of shit. They're like, oh, he played that? Well, that's stupid.
Let's watch anyway.
Oh, God. Yeah, some people like that. I remember when that first came out, that was my most popular Metroid playthrough. I was just like, why, people? Why?
Because people like seeing others suffer?
Yeah, I guess so. I could write an essay on defending that game, but I just put it this way. The game would be much better if you got rid of every cutscene in the game. If you got rid of every single cutscene in Other M, the game would be probably seen as much better. I think you can do that. Most modern games would probably be better too.
Sad thing is, you might actually be right.
Yeah. I mean, the story and characterizations, like, people have had problems with the gameplay, but everybody knows just the story is ass. It's probably one of the worst stories I've seen in video games, or, well, maybe I wouldn't go that far, but the characters' personalities were terrible. Don't know whose is worse, though. And it's between the main two. Frickin' Metroid and Adam.
Alright. One second, I'm getting a phone call.
Okay, yep, you deal with that. Yeah, I'll just say that right now. The characters in Other M, if you're ever curious, are bad. So if you ever hear people say that Metroid game sucks, that's why. If people say they like that game, I can defend that too. Because the gameplay is actually pretty fine. It works well, it's intuitive, for the most part. And it can be fun when it works. That's why I don't mind the hard mode playthrough either. Because as hard as it is, it does present a fair challenge, and I do find fun in it. Alright, by the way, I picked up the Wave Beam. This is twice as strong as the regular beam. I was going to say 4 times as strong as the Ice Beam. The thing is, the way the Ice Beam works, your first shot freezes the enemy of the Ice Beam, the second one actually damages them. So, yeah, it's basically half as strong as your regular beam, but Wave Beam here can go through walls. Also, you can only destroy a certain number of walls at a time, because NES limitations. Makes it hard to get through shit. Also, why does the Wave Beam have to actually shoot in a wave? Why?
Well, there's a simple explanation for that.
Shut up!
God damn it! Oh, you know, I was thinking of saying that too when you were saying, like, why would people want to watch Other M? I was gonna be like, well, I know the answer. Like, wait a minute! Actually, that would be a great response to that game. Tell it that, and it might actually get better. Also, by the way, here's the room of hell I warned you about. If you fall in this room, you will probably rage quit. You notice how deep those pits are?
Hmm.
And if you're in the lava, it's like basically being in water. It's very hard to jump out. So guess what? You're basically fucking stuck in there.
Lovely.
Uh-huh. So you basically have to die. Or get a really lucky jump to get out. That's why these rooms are the worst. The rooms with pits that basically lead you to your ultimate demise. Also, if you came here without the space jump boots, the high jump boots, whatever you want to call them, you're a fucking moron. Then again, I would never want to try to see a run of this without a certain amount of powers. Then again, you can experiment that with the password system. We can go over the password system later, but I can just say this. You can set up passwords to go to the way where you can go through the game where you have everything but regular Morph Ball.
Hmm.
So if you get hit by one of those life suckers at the end of the game, you're fucked.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, and again, that's why we should have had the same system that the freaking Japanese release got. I would have made this game at least a bit more tolerable. Although then again, if you know the passwords, you could probably figure out how to get to the end of the game very quickly, without much worry.
That is true.
Yeah, we can discuss the password system in the last episode, because that's when it's actually going to come up, but yeah, let's say you can have fun with it. You can try to go through the last area of the game with no power-ups if you're fucking insane.
Yeah, you can.
But yep, this game at its core is very archaic. You got basically freaking bombed through random walls and holes in the floor to figure out where the hell you need to go, because there's no hints. You just gotta explore and fucking guess. It's like Zelda 1. But probably worse. At least Zelda 1 has structure. This just, you're wandering and hoping to God that you're getting somewhere that means progress. Ugh, this game is a giant pile of Metroid crap. Oh yeah, do you see how lazy some of these rooms are? Good job getting this room. We're gonna give you not one, but 2 missile expansions.
Well done.
I mean, it certainly makes things easier. Oh, you see how even lazier the expansions are once we get to the bosses.
Well done. What is it, like, fucking... Oh yeah, we'll just have them right underneath the stage that you fight them on.
That is one of them. That is one of them.
Oh boy.
But I'm talking about, like, just defeating the boss. Here's a shitload more missiles for you. Why couldn't I have these earlier? And also, really? What the fuck? Yep, you kill the boss, you get a shitload of extra missiles. It's like, alright then. I guess that makes it easier for me.
Yeah?
Yeah. Also get
Yes,
used to the
sir.
sprite flickering. This game's freaking really hard to handle and look at sometimes.
Yeah. Good old NES limitations.
Yeah, I mean, some games actually took, like, good advantage of the NES limitations to, like, make it seem like it presented itself well, like how the original Super Mario Brothers kind of ran along with the rhythm of the music. So that way it just felt like it flowed naturally.
Yeah.
In Zelda 1, the music ran to the gameplay, so if the game lagged, the music would lag too, and it would be pretty noticeable.
That is true.
This game, they're separate entities, so when the game starts slowing down, it's, it takes a bigger hit. Trying to process more separate things, I guess. But yeah, it's... Oof. Thank God. It'll be nice if we can eventually get to Super Metroid so you can see how much further the series has gotten.
That's true.
I know Koji really wants to do Zero Mission, because that's probably his favorite 2D Metroid game, which is the remake of this.
Alright, hang on, I'll be back.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Busy again, I see. But, yeah. If you really wanted a history lesson on Metroid, here you go. Because, well, I like to at least give you, like, an initial taste of what all the series were like. And that was kind of what I was going for with, well, we did Mario 1 as our last get-together project. And, well, since we separated aside, may as well get one of our RPGs, since that was kind of a plan we did the, you know, recording commentary from home thing. And then figured may as well get Zelda 1, because I don't think anybody want to do that, and I did Second Quest to really torture myself. Now we have Metroid 1, which I know, if Coda played this one first, he probably would have had an aneurysm. And King Sarkozy knows the terrors of this first game. But, you know, if you wanted to see where the series started, I'm willing to go through it for you, because... oh, sometimes the past of gaming can be painful. But the sad thing is, well, sometimes sad, if you want to appreciate later games or understand where later games got some of their ideas, you gotta look back at some of their past ones. Even the past happen to be crap. And that is why I'm willing to go through with this. Digging around, trying to remember where things are, in the hopes that I can easily get my way through this piece of gaming history. Oh yeah, I never mentioned one of the attacks I got, the screw attack. Now every time you do a running jump and spin around, it basically flashes a bunch of colors. That screw attack basically allows Samus here to be able to, yeah, spin like a screw, and while they do, they friggin' slaughter enemies. The screw attack is an amazing attack. It makes traversing through these areas much, much better. Man, I love the frickin' screw attack. I really do. So, how have things been with everybody lately? I know I did an update like over a month ago, kind of saying we weren't going to be recording for a while, but well, things finally opened up for at least me and Coda, at the very least. A little bit. There you are.
Yep. So, okay, what did I miss?
Well, just going around getting more missiles and stuff. And I was mentioning the idea, I forgot to mention when we got the screw attack.
Screw attack.
Yep. You run around, jump, and flash a bunch of colors. And it's devastating. And some people say it's the best strategy to use when fighting, bosses of this game. I don't fully believe that, but, well, to each their own, I guess. You could be wrong. But yeah. I was just saying, how are things going, everybody? So those vaccines are rolling out, huh? Everybody excited to get one? I mean, that would probably be the big thing that would get us to get back together again. If we all got our vaccine shots.
That would be.
Because then it'd be like,
yeah,
well...
I mean, that is...
yeah, all the people we're hanging out with have been vaccinated, so, you know. We're not going to be hanging out with anybody else, so you know what? This is safe.
That is true.
It's all a matter of if we're going to get it, that's all. If and when.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, because of the whole waitlist thing. The
waitlist thing,
that, so it's like...
the old people can be able to have walk-ins, because I'm sure you heard of what was going on in Philadelphia.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, basically old people were kind of walking in, and well, they're just like, oh, well, since they're here, we may as well give them the shots anyway, so people with appointments are still having to wait. I mean...
yeah. I mean...
it's a mixed bag.
I mean, yeah, elderly and, like, those that have medical conditions are ahead of the line, but they're still behind the, like, I think it's... I don't remember what the categories are offhand. Like,
I know a lot of medical staff are supposed to be high up.
Yeah, it's like... I know it's like, essential workers such as, like, I guess, the first responders, that's what it is.
Right.
They're like the 1A category.
Yeah,
1B 1B, I believe that's the essential slash elderly and those with serious medical conditions.
Yep. I know I'm in Group 1C. Because I
Yeah,
work in the
1C.
food service industry.
Yeah. I'll be back.
Okay. Sounds like things are going on. But yeah. Things are hopefully going to get better for all of us soon. Maybe at some point soon we were going to get back together again and actually be able to record in person. Which, well, I guess once Coda's actually back to discuss it. A new game got announced that hopefully will be coming out in a few months. Would be nice. Also, take that, you stupid weirdo. Oh, platform! Help! Help! You'll be fine. But yeah, once Coda comes back, we actually discuss a game we're looking forward to being able to record together again once we have the opportunity, because another fun beat-em-up got announced that's harkening back on an old arcade title, and, well, kind of being influenced by a game we played on the channel previously, so, you know, something to look forward to. Looks like somebody forgot to realize they needed the ice beam to get up there. Or, you know, do the little trick, bomb, and then jump up calmly, do it right, and you can climb up if you're lucky enough. Let's try here. No! Damn it! But yep, as before, hopefully everybody's staying safe, and you know, hopefully we can finally get this whole frickin' pandemic bullshit behind us. I really hope so, because I want to be able to see my friends again, man. It's really just been me, people I work with, and my family. It's kind of lonely. I do miss it, being able to actually hang out with people. But at the same time, I don't mind all the personal time I've gotten. But, you know, it is what it is. Yo, Samus, can you actually get up there? Stop wasting our goddamn time. Yeah, by the way, if you're wondering why I did that, I forgot I needed the ice beam to get across him, so I could use them as a platform. The whole point of freezing enemies is to use them as platforms. Shoot them again if you actually want to damage them. Although not all enemies can actually be damaged, just frozen. Another 2 missile expansions. So now our missile count is 45. We have 3 energy tanks, and we have every upgrade. Screw attack, various suit, plasma beam, wave beam, which, by the way, another thing I forgot to mention. You know how I have the plasma beam now and can't freeze enemies? Yep. We're on to the only game in the Metroid series with multiple beams that don't combine upon one another. Or let you swap between them. Instead, they're just gone. Yep. The way the beams work, you overwrite the one that you have with another. So, yep. If you get the wave beam, you can't have the ice beam, and vice versa. It is fucking stupid. This is why this is the worst Metroid game. Oh, boy. Good stuff, good stuff. But, yep, everybody stay safe, and, well, as much as I don't want to turn this into a political thing, I hope everybody will actually consider getting their vaccines. It's very important that we try to kill this whole pandemic in the bud. Like, seriously. And again, I have 2 members of my family that actually work in hospitals. So they've seen this shit, and they know what's going on and how bad it can be. I mean, I can kind of get over the people that don't like needles. I kind of understand that, but... Dude... And again, maybe it's because of my upbringing, having a parent who's worked in a hospital for years, that I've kind of grown numb to needles. I don't like getting them, but you know what? I know they're good for me. I know they'll make me healthy. And, yeah. That's all that needs to be said. Oh, is this the end of the episode? Shit, I kind of thought I moved forward a bit. I guess not. Alright, well, I guess hopefully Coda will be back for more next time. I guess things started picking up in his household right now. Maybe it's lunch. Well, whatever. So come back next time, and we are going to enjoy ourselves some more Metroid goodness. Because, well, now the main power-up on is done, it's time to get to the actual meat of the game. The main thing you need to do to get to the end. Boss hunting. And it's going to be a grand old time. Hopefully you have a lot of your arsenal, and hopefully you picked up this Various suit, because if you didn't, you're going to get your ass whooped. Probably. Unless you're a master speedrunner in the game, in which case, well, yeah, screw you. You're really good at this game. I get it. So, see you guys next time.